Hi, we are natural grass. I mean, gas.
Hello, everyone. My name is Andrea Gomez, and natural gas is a fossil energy source composed of methane, natural gas liquids, and non hydrocarbons. This energy source can be separated into many categories, two of which are conventional associated gas and conventional non associated gas. To start off, conventional natural gas is found in the cracks of layers of overlying rock formations and more freely flows up a well. Conventional non-associated gas is found in the pores of impermeable rock formations such as shale and sandstone. In relation, conventional associated gas is extracted by oil wells, while conventional non-associated gas is extracted by only gas wells. And now moving on to production and delivery. Once it is extracted, it will travel through a gathering system of low-pressure pipelines to be treated at a processing plant. The following processes will take place. Non-hydrocarbons, oil, and water will be removed, and natural gas liquids will be isolated for separate sales. Afterward, this now dry natural gas will now be, hold on. Now this dry natural gas will travel through a mainline transportation pipeline system to be one, stored as liquefied natural gas, or two, go into the market to be redistributed to various energy sectors. To conclude, advancements in vertical and horizontal drilling have facilitated extracting natural gas from tight geologic formations, which will be explained further by my group mate, Sophia Walker.
Thank you, Andrea. Hello, I am Sophia. I will be presenting the advantages and disadvantages of fracking. Fracking is a type of drilling technology used for extracting oil and natural gas. Fracking gives more access to oil and gas for daily use since it can reach depths other extractive methods cannot. Because of this, taxes will reduce. Despite the advantages, there are some disadvantages to fracking. For instance, fracking leads to the increased water pollution. Fracking has been found to be linked with the contamination of groundwater, which can negatively affect groundwater and wildlife as well as landscapes. Furthermore, fracking tends to use an extremely large amount of water, around 4 million gallons of water per well. Due to this large amount, fracking can lead to droughts and cause problems over water supplies, especially states under stress. And that concludes the advantages and disadvantages of fracking. Now on to my group member, Angel.
Thank you, Sophia. Now, there are a wide assortment of jobs in the natural gas industry, but today I'm going to be going over these three: petroleum engineer, energy engineer, and petroleum geologist. Now, there are three types of petroleum engineers. They're the reservoir engineers, the drilling engineers, and the production engineers. The reservoir engineers focus on making sure the best extraction method is being used when extracting natural gas. The drilling engineers make sure the best equipment is being used when drilling through the rocks, and the production engineer makes sure manages the equipment and the cost. Moving on, we got the energy engineer. The energy engineer is put on projects to attempt and improve their efficiency while reducing their costs. And finally, we got the petroleum geologist. The petroleum geologist is tasked with analyzing how much natural gas can be extracted from the ground. Moving on, we got natural gas prices over the courses of the year. Over the course of the year, natural gas prices go up and down. However, the annual average remains relatively the same over the course of the year. The Henry Hub is the main center of distribution of natural gas in the United States. It is also the delivery point of future New York mercantile exchange contracts. The annual average remains at relatively the same, but prices do fluctuate. These fluctuations are caused by supply and demand factors such as the availability of natural gas and the availability and prices of other fuel sources. That's it for me, and moving on to my partner Mila Romero.
Thank you, Angel. Hi, everyone. I'm Mila, and I'll be discussing innovations in natural gas. Some innovations that we are currently using include hydraulic fracturing, slim hole drilling, and liquefied natural gas. Hydraulic fracturing is an oil and gas well development process that involves injecting water, sand, and chemicals into a bedrock formation. This process is used to create new fractures in the rock as well as increase the size, extent, and connectivity of existing fractures. Environmental factors from hydraulic fracturing include night sky pollution, water degradation, reduced air quality, noise, and landscape changes like forest fragmentation and disruption to wildlife corridors and habitats. Slim hole drilling is one of the highest costs for the oil and gas industry, and the cost can range from 30 to 70% of the capital expenditure. However, slim hole drilling is one method where the cost of drilling can be reduced. Benefits from slim hole drilling include reduced cutting generations by as much as 75%, reduced disposal costs, and potentially allowing us to save up to 80% on the cost. Liquefied natural gas is natural gas that has been cooled to a liquid state for shipping and storage purposes. LNG is approximately 600 times smaller than its volume in its gaseous state. Liquefied natural gas increases the natural gas market, making it easier to transport when pipelines are unavailable. LNG exports could support between 200,000 and 500,000 additional American jobs to produce $73 billion to the U.S. economy by 2040. And now on to efficiency and future plans with James Medina.
Hello, this is Mr. Jacobson. It appears that James is frozen, so if somebody could summarize that part for him.
Thank you, Mila. My name is James Medina. I'm going to be talking about innovation, efficiency, and future plans. Nowadays, natural gas companies are trying to find a more efficient, safer, and more inexpensive way of doing things. There's a solution to this: technology. With technology, they are able to accomplish these things that they are dealing with. First thing I'm going to talk about is artificial intelligence. With artificial intelligence, they are able to do more complex tasks and be able to communicate better with each other. Thanks to being more reliant on these devices, they're able to do things much more safer and in an expensive way, while at the same time being much more faster. This saves them money and is all overall better. Next up, we have electronic monitoring. With electronic monitoring, they are able to have a full scan of the whole facility, so they can see if they have a safe condition to work in, and it is more cheaper since it is able to have less people work on the grounds, and it prevents actions from happening since it doesn't need man hands to use them. Next up, we have drone technology. Natural gas companies use drones to have a quick evaluation of what's going on in their company. With drones, they're able to have a more comprehensive scan of what's going on, and they're able to react to things faster and be able to fix things that they need to do, further saving them money and time, since it takes less time to use a drone to go over the whole facility